Yo, today, as you can see, we're gonna be talking about cutting and the three basics of cutting weight. Obviously, cutting means like losing body fat. So first thing before you start cutting is you want to know what is your calorie maintenance. So to find that out, you just go to Safari, Google Chrome, DuckDuckGo, anything that's a browser, and you look up calorie calculator, and then it's gonna say to like enter your weight, your height, like how active you are, and then it will like show you like how many calories, how many less calories you have to eat. So it'll show you like how fast you can lose the weight too. So normally it will show like three options. It will show mild weight loss, and then extreme weight loss. Extreme weight loss is like 1 to 2 pounds a week. Normal weight loss will be like a pound a week, and then mild weight loss would be half a pound a week. But now with that out of the way, I'm assuming that you already know like your calorie deficit thingy. So first off, we're gonna start with your calorie deficit. So for our calorie deficit, so look, I'm gonna use me as an example. So when I first started working out, I think I would have to eat 2,700 calories to lose body fat. So that's what I did. So once you figure out your maintenance like calorie thingy, you're gonna wanna like eat 300 to 500 calories less. If you eat less than that, then you're gonna be like really hungry, and it might even be harder. And honestly, just a quick tip: if you're cutting, you should make it like a sustainable cut. So like even if that means enjoying like a slice of pizza here and there, just make it sustainable. Because if not, like let's say you reach your goal weight, but like in a unsustainable way, you're gonna gain that fat back. So make like your new diet sustainable, even if that means eating like one slice of pizza per week, or eating like a small bag of chips. Just make it sustainable so you can stick to it long term. Now, our second point, which would be, our second point. If you're cutting and you want to speed the fat loss, you should be doing cardio. Any form of cardio is good, as long as it gets your heartbeat, elevated. So that can be going for like speed walking on the treadmill with like the incline set to 13 or 15. This can also be like one of my favorites, playing soccer. Any sport, even cycling, swimming, anything that boosts your heart rate and makes you sweat. Do that for 30 minutes a day. And you will also like appreciate calories more, because let's see, like for me it takes like 13 minutes to finish a mile, jogging. And if you do 1 mile, you will burn like 70 to like 100 calories, or 120, if you're like average weight. And wait, hold on. ¿A dónde? ¿Ahorita? ¿Van a ir ahorita? Ok, yo voy. What were we talking about again? I kind of forgot. Look, I don't know, but do like 30 minutes of cardio and sweat. Oh yeah. Like I was saying earlier, like you will burn like 100 calories, like on average, from jogging. Obviously, if you weigh more, you're gonna burn more calories. But for like the average person, you're gonna burn 100 calories, by walking. I mean, by jogging 1 mile. So yeah, and like you're gonna be done with the mile, and you're gonna be like, damn, I did all that work, and I did that work for like 13 minutes, sweating, breathing hard, and then like you walk into your house, and you see like cookies. You check the calories, and one cookie is like 180 calories. And you're like, damn, it would take me like 20 minutes to burn this little cookie off. And then, like you really start thinking, is it even worth it to eat this cookie, to eat these calories? But speaking of food, this moves us on to our third point. If you're gonna be cutting, you should also be lifting weights, especially to maintain your muscle mass. So look, for protein, obviously you want to eat protein to maintain the muscle that you already have, and to build more muscle. I mean, you're not really gonna be building it, you're gonna mostly be maintaining, but you might build a teeny bit of muscle, a teeny bit of strength. But what is advised is 1 gram of protein per 1 gram of body weight. 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight is what is recommended. So what does this look like? I'll take me as an example again. I weigh 200 pounds, so that means I will be eating 200 grams of protein per day. Let's say you weigh 150 pounds, then that means that you will have to eat 150 grams of protein because you weigh 150 pounds. So, and if you weigh 100 pounds, you will eat 100 grams of protein, etc., etc., etc. So 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. And honestly, I suggest buying protein powders, and I really suggest buying whey protein, which is basically like protein from cows. Because I mean, you can buy like pea protein, like plant protein, but like, come on, bro, that's not gonna make you strong. Like if you really think about it, what's gonna make you more strong? Eating a steak or eating like some shitty piece? The steak. But that's just what I think. If you want to eat that plant-based protein stuff, go ahead. I would just suggest you eat like high quality protein, like whey protein. And obviously, like, you want to get a lot of your protein from like your actual diet itself. For example, eating a lot of meat, lean meat, because you're on the cut if you're watching this, I'm assuming. Lean meat and egg whites, eggs, like just like high protein stuff. And also during this cut, this is like a extra tip, you want to limit how much like fat you eat. So normally what is advised is to eat like, say you weigh 200 pounds like me, you will need to eat like 100 to like 80 grams of fat, to like maintain like healthy levels of like hormones, testosterone, and all that stuff. But when you're on the cut, you know, you're gonna be limiting like how much fat you eat, obviously, because you're on the cut. So for that, I suggest taking like, okay, I don't even know. I was gonna say vitamins, but I'm not even too sure. But like, now you know what? Just keep eating like your normal amount of fat. Just like don't go over it, because if you go like over the amount of fat that you're supposed to eat, then that fat is gonna turn into fat inside of your body, and we don't want that, because we're on the cut. Well, I'm not on the cut, but you're on the cut. So, you know, just keep eating like your normal amount of fat, which is basically like half your body weight. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you will be eating 50 grams of fat per day. But if you weigh 100 pounds, you shouldn't be going on a cut. You should be going on a bulk, which will be the topic of our next video. Bulking, the basics of bulking. Because this video was the basics of cutting. And yeah, I think we spoke about everything. So, you know, we'll do like a quick little recap of all of these. So cutting, eat less calories than your maintenance by 300 to 500 calories less. So if you eat 2,000 calories, eat 1,500 calories or 1,700 calories. Okay, that's number one. Number two, do 30 minutes of cardio daily. Okay? Remember, this can be anything, sports, anything, as long as it gets your heart rate up and it gets you sweating. And also, if you do the cardio while fasting, which basically means in the morning without eating any food, you will burn more fat and more glycogen. And then number three, you want to eat 1 gram of protein per 1 gram of protein per per pound of body weight. So again, if you weigh 200 pounds, 200 grams of protein. If you weigh 150 pounds, 150 grams of protein. And you want to, you know, stay lifting relatively the same weight. Obviously, some days you're going to lift less because, you know, you might be like a little bit tired. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you didn't eat well. But yeah. And you know, there's going to be some days where like, you know, you're going to get stronger. Especially if you're eating your protein and you're like still like lifting. Especially if you're eating your protein and you're lifting relatively heavy weights. Like you keep resistance training. But yeah, with those 3 points, those are the basics of cutting. And if you follow these 3 steps, and also maintaining a stable diet. But if you follow these steps, then you will lose weight. More specifically, you will lose body fat weight. So you will go from looking like this guy right here to, and again, if you follow everything right and you know, like you do everything, you optimize. But if you follow like the 3 basic principles, you should, in theory, you should look, you will look leaner. You will notice more veins in your body. And you know, you're gonna look better. Your face is gonna get leaner. My face isn't too lean right now, but you know, that's because I'm maintaining my body. Oh, my tripod. But that's because I'm maintaining my body weight. But for you, like, your face will get leaner. You will look a little some like this. Wait, let me draw it. You will look a little something like this man right here. Obviously, that's like if you're like already like buff and you already got the muscle underneath and everything. But I mean, you will lose body fat. You're gonna get leaner. And honestly, like you can see, I mean, you can like probably like look like this guy right here once you're like 10% body fat, 13 maybe, or like around 10% body fat. That's when you'll start seeing like veins, like, you know, down there, like on the lower part of your stomach, kind of, and all that stuff. And you know, you will look more vascular, like, you know, like you're gonna have like more veins on your forearms when you get like a pump and everything. Your face will also get leaner, like it's honestly crazy how your facial structure changes when you lose weight. For example, like me when I was leaner back then, you can see like my cheekbones, like you can see my cheekbones right here more, and like my skin right here was like, it was not as bloated, but it's bloated because I've been eating a lot of sugar and carbs. I've been eating a little bit dirty, but you know, it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but you know, each day is a new day to improve type shit. So yeah. But yeah, with that being said, these are the principles of cutting. And I wish you luck if you're cutting. I mean, I don't wish you luck, but you know, just keep working hard. And you should like subscribe type shit. Subscribe, you know, hit the like button, you know, help a nigga out. By the way, I say that like in like whatever. But yeah, you know, help a brother out. And I will be selling like horses in the future, which will be like relatively affordable. So yeah, for like more tips and like one-on-one calls and all that stuff. Well, actually, I don't know yet, but yeah, with that being said, these are like the basics of cutting. Hope you enjoyed, and subscribe and give it a thumbs up, please. All right, peace out. Mwah.